Hey guys, thanks for joining in. Today I wanted to share one of my Pokemon collection goals, being the Pokemon Meiji set, which was released in 1997. For those of you who don't know, the Meiji Pokemon promo cards were released in Meiji chocolate boxes back in 1997, and they sort of come amongst a bag of chocolate, and they obviously would come in sort of varying conditions given that they were bouncing around in a box. And so my goal was to collect this set, which is 170 cards big, and collect them in a near mint to mint condition. So before I get started, I'll just sort of go through a little bit of the set itself. So it contains the 151 Pokemon that we all sort of know and love. It also has 3 gold cards in there. It has 6 Team Rocket cards and 10 character cards at the end of it all. So I won't hold you up any longer, and we'll sort of get into it and have a look at the cards. And as we go through, I'll sort of explain to you just why this set means so much to me and why I enjoyed collecting it so much. So we have the starter 3, or the starting Pokemon. So we have Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. And then we have their evolutions. And we have Charizard up here, who was probably the most sort of sought after in the set. But that seems to be the case across all Pokemon sets in reality. As you can see, that these poses are really simplistic. And as I recall, it's the way that I envisioned Pokemon from the Pokedex, and as I envisaged them as a kid. So there's something really nostalgic about these poses and these cards. As you can see, the sort of blue background for the water Pokemon, the red fire for the fire Pokemon, the leaf green background for the green Pokemon, or the leaf Pokemon. And I'll continue to go through the set, and you'll see those sort of themes throughout the whole set. So oddly enough, some of these cards were a little bit harder to collect than others, and it wasn't always out of popularity. It was just sometimes some cards just proved harder to find. I recall that a Zubat just here was extremely difficult to find, and for unknown reasons. No one really likes Zubat, I wouldn't have thought, but it was just really difficult to find. So as you can see, this set is in near mint to mint condition, and the reason for making this video really is because when I was collecting it, I had very little to go off. When I was collecting it, all I could really find was that there was a sale of this complete set about 3 years ago, and that set sold for about $8,500 US, so probably about 13,000 Australian dollars. And from photographs of that set, I was able to align my set with theirs, and it's reflective of the Pokedex numbers. You can see sort of some fan favorites, the Gengar there, which I think is a really, really cool card. And as we go on, you've got all the original 151. You've got the ever popular evolutions, the original evolutions here. Continue up here, and then you've got the final of the 151 cards being Mewtwo and Mew at the end. And then we've got our gold cards. So we've got Pikachu and Mewtwo. And then we've got Mew up there again. And here we have our 6 Team Rocket cards, followed by our 10 character cards. Some of these character cards were extremely hard to find, and even the Team Rocket ones are quite difficult to find, especially in good condition. And yeah, that's essentially the whole set, 170 cards. It's been an absolute slog to collect this set, but a real pleasure to do so. And I'm glad I've finished it, and I'm glad I'm able to share this video with you guys and hopefully help some of you along your collection goals. And if you have any questions or you need any help collecting, I've got plenty of leftovers that I'm happy to move on. I'll drop a link below if you're interested in purchasing some cards. Otherwise, enjoy your collecting goals, and yeah, thanks for tuning in.